everyone. So my last day off of work before I have to go in for the rest of the week, and I just want to show you guys kind of some snakes that I probably don't show too much, which will probably just be my ball pythons, but we'll kind of go through a little bit of what's going on. So if you're new to the channel, this is my snake room. I do have a water dragon out in the living room who I don't show too much, but I believe it's a female and she is doing really well. And I might just put her in, but I'm not sure. Anyways, so I fed my 4 big girls last night, and so I cannot take them out. And my Argentine is definitely still looking like she's hungry or wants to at least kill me. So there's that. My big girl back there, looks like she's still hungry too. So I'm glad I wasn't any closer than that, because I definitely would have gotten a nice bite to the face. So we will leave her alone. And so my albino is back there. I don't know why my snakes are all in grouchy moods today. Sheesh. But Pop-Tart is down here. And we'll just go into one of my, I say this all the time, all of my snakes are my favorites, but my Guyana Redtail is in deep, deep blue right now. You can see her eyes are fully glossed over, and you can see how she's really milky looking, and her colors are super dulled out. I think you can still see some of the red on her tail, and I'm really excited to see her shed out, because as she's been shedding, her colors have been getting a lot more vibrant, and it's just super exciting seeing her grow and her colors come out. But she has been super nice, and if you followed some of my really earlier videos, I had a really tough time feeding her and her keeping food down. And I honestly thought she wasn't going to make it, but we passed that hurdle, and she's feeding every, I think it's like 9 days, 10 days, something like that. I mean, she still looks pretty skinny, but she's shedding out quite a bit, at least once a month. So it's definitely a huge positive on her. So really excited seeing her turn around and to see her growth and stuff like that. So she will hopefully one day be a nice 6-7 foot boa, although that's definitely going to take many years, because she is a 2017 baby. So it's definitely going to take some time. So now, I know I don't show my ball pythons at all. Well, sometimes I do. So she always messes up her water dish. But this is my female pastel, and she was my very first ball python that I ever bought as a little baby from PetSmart. I actually got my pied from PetSmart as well. And this was when I was first getting into reptiles and first getting into snakes. And I had no idea, you know, about the poor conditions that, you know, PetSmart or Petco really put their animals into while they're there. I mean, they're not in their care for very long, because I mean, they sell so quickly, but a lot of people are putting out tons of videos, and I keep seeing them all the time, about you're not rescuing snakes from pet stores. I guess don't buy snakes or animals from pet stores because they're mistreated, puppy mill style breeders. But then it's like, I see so much stuff on Facebook where these you know, normal breeders or whatever, backyard breeders, whatever you want to call them, you know, they steal money from people. They lie to people about the morphs when they send them out. They send them out sick animals, if not dead animals. And so it's just kind of like this big loop. Everybody's all aggravated at these chain stores, but yet people in the hobby are doing even worse than what these pet stores are doing. So, you know, I've had both of these this one was born 2014 and this was 2015. I bought them as babies, and so far I have no issues with them. So definitely a plus for me on, you know, proving that buying snakes from PetSmart is not always a bad thing. My red knee that I transferred in here yesterday is doing well. And I don't know why she's stuck in that little corner right there, but so speaking of other animals from PetSmart, I actually bought this Kingsnake from PetSmart as well, who was my very first snake, who started everything on my journey into the snake world, and she has been amazing. She's never sick. She never really passed up a meal unless she's in shed. And once again, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I bought three snakes from PetSmart. Never had an issue. So I don't know why people bash them so badly. Yeah, their cages aren't the greatest, but then again, how long does PetSmart have a snake in their care? Maybe a week, 2 weeks? It's like it really doesn't matter. But one of the cool things about king snakes is they do eat, in the wild, they do eat venomous snakes, copperheads, rattlesnakes, I would assume coral snakes, since they are in the southern area of America where these are. Now this is the California king, the higher white California king, but I really like the bands on her belly. So as they do eat these other venomous snakes, apparently what I've been reading, that they are immune to the venom. So if they get bit while they're trying to kill these other venomous snakes, it doesn't have any effect to them at all. Like, they can just take a couple of bites and eat, let's say, just a rattlesnake, and they will live on and have no issues. I've never had her bite. I've never had her try to eat my fingers, which I see a lot of pictures of king snakes trying to eat people's fingers when they do hold them, and it's never had that issue, which is really good. So I've never really seen another king snake that has full belly markings like she does all the way down, and so I think it's pretty interesting. So this is the one that started everything into my journey, and I will probably keep her forever. I mean, I have no intentions of selling any of my snakes, but she was the first one, so she definitely has a special place in my heart. We'll see what this Motley's doing real quick. So this is basically what I do every day, even off camera. Just go in here, bug the crap out of all my snakes, and obviously my bigger ones get annoyed, obviously, because the one tried to bite my face, and this one definitely is probably gonna poop really soon. I definitely like the ladder on her tail with these markings, and she's definitely getting pretty big. I've had her as a baby as well, and she's really not wanting to be held. I'm assuming So yeah, she's getting darker as she's getting older, which I don't mind at all. But I hopefully she doesn't go like super dark where the bands on her sides kind of fade together and you can't really see them as long, and with her top, 'cause I see a lot of mollies where the centerpieces get really dark and then they kind of just blend in with the saddles. But she's been a very rewarding snake to own, just like all of mine have been, really. So she's pretty curious on, either she's super curious and wants to come out, or she just wants to be left alone. So I'll just leave her alone. But that's really it, guys. And I'm going to show you everything or go through. A lot of stuff in my Dubai roaches are expanding quite rapidly. I opened it up today to give them more oranges and stuff, and there was like a million babies, so it's always a good thing. So my big girls are having some attitude right now and not liking it, because I really wanted to kind of interact with them. So let's see how Peaches is doing. Peaches is doing all right, although she may also strike at me.